So the 1992 vice presidential debate, James Stockdale, you'll probably remember, went to the podium and he said what? He said, "Who am I? What am I doing here?" I'm Al Katkowsky. I'm a musician, and I happen to have written a book, and it's called Question of the Day, and I made it into an iPhone app. At a certain point in the book's progress, there are two drivers that affect me when I'm in a certain situation with a project. One is that if things aren't going my way, I start to feel that sort of sinking feeling, which on this day my mom helped me with, but no more. The other driver that I have in this situation is that I will do anything I need to get things fixed. The book makes everything possible. I had a product I was confident in. I've seen it work in speed dating. I've seen it work in an 8th grade classroom in Brooklyn, and people take it seriously. My friend Jason called me, and he said, "Listen, you have to get your book on the iPhone. It's perfect." He was looking at oblique strategies. He also said, "Dude." When someone says dude, you have to sort of, take that a different kind of way. And I know Jason. What you need to do is to be in touch with the people that you've gotten in touch with through social media directly. These people are going to help you out very, very specifically. These are the people you can count on a special favor from. The next thing you need to do is to have everything downloaded the same day. If someone's going to buy your content at some point when they feel like, in a month, they'll do it on one day for you. That's your shot at spiking up the charts in iTunes, okay? That'll get you some notice. There's some social proof that goes on there. And keywords are the other big part of it. Most of my keywords are right close to the topic, but there's one rogue keyword, and you can see it right there. And it's done a little bit of magic. If you put that into iTunes, you will see. It's actually slipped down one right now, but if you put Kindle into iTunes, you'll see my book right away. Now, how many people put Kindle into iTunes every day? Quite a few. So I've gotten a little bit of mileage out of that, you could say. From there, how do you promote an app versus a book? I did events at the Apple Store. We did events in Manhattan. We did events in Santa Monica, San Francisco. And the idea is to keep up with all these contacts. It's not a big mystery. You just had to give some email addresses and call that guy, which is what we used to say in my band. Once you get this position, let it sit there. My app is getting downloaded 300 times a day. I didn't sell 1,000 copies of my book. It's a whole new world. A whole new thing has opened up. When I was at the Writer's Digest conference, someone said to me, Apple knows your followers and you don't. And I took that as a sort of, nah. What are you going to do about that? Fortunately, it's easily cured. The next update of my app has a direct link to email and an invitation to connect. And what it says is, let me know what you want in the next app, and I'll let you know what happens. So it's an invitation for a two-way connection, and it's pretty clear. So I have that going for me next time. If you want to do an app out of your book, there are a lot of companies making excellent products. I went with a developer who will do anything. I could say to him, "Daniel, can I download a couch?" He'll say, "Well, maybe in 2 years you can download a couch." But I said, "Let's do video." And he said yes. So last May, we had video in the app. And I think I was about 5 months pre-Vaynerchuk, which is a pretty good thing in 2009. That sort of gave us a little bit of extra notoriety. I would suggest going that way if you want to. There's a whole lot of things that need to be created, and we heard this morning about the book going straight to the audio version. That needed to happen for a long time. This is not something that Seth Godin said, but it's something I heard out of 4 or so different statements. I think the war on free content is over, and everyone has to come to the table. So you have to decide how you're going to do it. My suggestion for the app world is take a 10-chapter book, give away 7 chapters, give it away 1 chapter at a time, one every 2 weeks or so. Monitor the progress. At the end of the 7th chapter, say, "Listen, we have a pay version now," and you'll get someone in there. I hate the cliche knowledge is power because I see a lot of people sitting with it and feeling comfortable with it, not realizing that the other step is action. We all have a lot of knowledge right now, but I like to say that saying knowledge is power is like saying a car is a road trip. If you don't use it, you're not going to go anywhere. So I'm fortunate enough to have had 125,000 downloads of my app, and we'll see what happens next. The update should be coming this week. And you can check me out on Q of the Day Book on Twitter. Thanks very much.